What's happening, everyone? I'm Ash Zerg from YGG Gaming. First up, we got in the bottom right hand corner, we have myself, Ash Zerg, in the Season 5 of 2016. And in the top left hand corner, we have Dung Dehu, whatever that means. So, we have a ZVZ, and nothing's really changed since the new patch, because all that really happened was people can buy new things and stuff. I explained it in a different video. You guys can check that out. It's my thoughts on 3.7 update. And eventually the new, pretty much after BlizzCon, which is November 4th and 5th, I do believe, pretty much after BlizzCon, the testing map and all that stuff, that's going to come to life, and they're going to be implementing that into the game. That's going to be a huge change. But in the bottom left-hand corner, as you can see here, we have a expansion from Dung Dehu. We're just going to call him Blue because I don't know what to say his name. But we have a sneaky expansion over here, obviously going to be aggressive, as well as this expansion here, and a spawning pool for both sides. So it looks like Blue is attempting to do some kind of cheesy, maybe spine crawler or some kind of thing that he wants to do. And see, I'm suggesting things because I did it, so we're just gonna pretend I didn't do it. So let's just shh, don't worry about it. It's okay. So we have a Roach Warren, so it's obviously gonna be some kind of Roach all in or push. Might not be an all in, depends on how he does it. So we have Zerglings chilling up here, an Overlord chilling up here, and second base getting saturated for both players. This second base is going to be hard to saturate because drones would have to run all the way down, so we can't really do that. So instead, there's no meta boost here, so a lot of Zerglings are going to flood on by, I guess you could say. But we have +1 melee for Astro Zerg, and meanwhile, not actually, he doesn't see this base. So just keep that in mind when you see all these lings going up here. And this is going to be a huge problem because there is no defense. And he's going to put down the spine crawler, but this many lings, and he sees there's no expansion, this many lings, if you see this, you know something's going on. So, roaches come down here. We've only got 6 roaches and 2 queens, so that's not even a lot to go off of. And meanwhile, these Zerglings are going to be tearing through these drones, the queen, everything. And more lings are coming to back it up too. So meanwhile, we have a third base over here. We have these queens just chilling here, blocking off any Zerglings trying to get through. So we have a good amount of roaches, about 8 roaches. But up here, however, the spine crawler is going to go down, and 5 Zerglings are going to stay alive. And that's a pretty big deal because Blue has no really production. Meanwhile, Red does have, or Astro Zerg, myself, I do have a base, so that's going to be pretty interesting. So this hatchery is going to go down, but this hatchery over here is up, and he doesn't see this hatchery. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So we've only got 9 drones right here. Meanwhile, these 2 lings are left alive after that spawning pool went down and killed 3 Zerglings. So these 2 lings are going to gain their health back, and they're now going away to this hatchery. I don't know why he didn't make like 2 roaches here or something. But now we have 8 roaches, 7 roaches, and 2 queens. And I mean, this many lings can easily kill this, especially with +1, as long as they keep up with what they're doing. The thing is, Blue is trying to drone up right now instead of getting roaches and stuff, so he's not really getting more army to back him up. Meanwhile, Blue does see this third hatch. The only problem is these queens. This is a huge mistake. These queens should have stayed behind and walled off this ramp, because then the roaches could have gone and killed this hatchery without any expense. But now he's going to be able to kill these queens because they're all alone. He's going to be able to get in here, flood in, and kill everything, especially with +1 upgrades versus 0-0. And these roaches are going to have to melee because the lings are so close on them, and Zergs don't do them. Roaches don't do much melee damage. So these roaches are going to go down. This queen is going to come out, and now he's scot-free. He's got 2 bases. Meanwhile, Blue is just about to lose his second base, or main base, sorry, and that's not good. Yes, he's built the spawning pool, but now he's still on 1 base versus 2 bases, or technically 1.5 bases because of the gold production. And now Zerg can just make the Banelings and move on up throughout his tech. And blue is pretty limited because he's only got one base and he's got to rebuild everything. So that's not good. And these lings are going to come in here. These banelings are going to get amazing shots on these roaches. The roaches are going to go down, and the lings are going to try to take out the spine crawler, but they're not going to do that quite successfully. They killed a few drones, so that's not bad. But they did kill all of those roaches, and lings for roaches is a lot. Roaches are a lot more expensive, so definitely worth it, especially with double base income. That's huge. And so right now it's looking really bad. And now these lings are going to come in, they're going to try to do some damage. They're not going to do much, but those drones, about 4 drones got killed by the baneling. A nice baneling hit coming around from the back. These roaches are going to try to do something, but they really can't because there are too many lings. They have +1. He's not able to get +1. He's really just stuck here. And these lings are going to just be able to mass up. He's got creep here that he can see the lings, but that also gives the lings extra speed. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation. Meanwhile, getting a third base is Ashazurg, and these roaches are going to go down because of the +1 upgrade, and that's going to be game. And by the way, there was actually +1 upgrade, so I mean that was just very well defended by myself, and I think really this could have been a strong attack if he had left those queens on the ramp to keep the Zerglings out, because then he could have taken out this base and backed off, then droned up, and leaving each player on one base with roaches for blue. Could have gone a lot differently if he had also saved this hatchery. Just plenty of things that he could have easily done that would have saved this entire game. Just one move. So that's all it can take sometimes, one move. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like down below. Comment if you like it. All that stuff. And I hope to make another one soon. See you guys.